Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Gaming on Caffeine live stream. We're back once again. How's it going, everybody? Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Tuesday wherever you are in the world. Also, a big thanks to Raka. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, for the 100 bits. He says, all this part. I'm assuming that is in response to Evil Festa saying 100 bits as well, and saying, what are you doing during this part? I'm assuming he's referring to this part of the stream where the screen just says starting soon, and there is just music playing. A lot of the time, I'm just sat here waiting for people to arrive. Occasionally, I'll go get a drink, maybe use the bathroom, make sure that I'm ready and raring to go for the stream. And also, thank you to Dragonheart87, who says, Isaac, I cannot stay long. You got a soccer match, but I thought I'd give you this. And thank you for the bits as well, my friend. The support means a whole heck of a lot. Flippin' egg. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Who do we have in the Twitch chat? I see Dragonheart is here, of course. Toffee8899, welcome back. The Gaming Droid is here, as always. 7 p.m. Geos... Blah, 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 blah. Apparently, I can't speak today already. 7 p.m. GOC stream. What the heck? I know, right? We're a little late. It's a whole story. I'm not going to bore you with the details. Elita says, hi, Isaac. Oh, and even he corrected me in the freaking sentence, and he said it's Eel Eater. There you go, Eel Eater. Hi, welcome, my friend. Glad you could join us. The Danish editor, welcome back. Coffee Queen, how's it going? Doctor Who 987, welcome. Story time with Isaac. It's not an interesting story, really. TLD X-Men, how's it going? Welcome. It's not an interesting story. We have our shopping delivered, right? So like once a week we have like all of our shopping stuff delivered by the supermarket, and you pick a time slot, right? You pick a 1 hour window in which they will deliver the food. Today the booking was between 4:30 and 5:30. The guy arrived at like 5:45, and so I was unpacking the shopping whilst at the time that I would normally stream. And then also I hadn't eaten because the shopping hadn't arrived. The food wasn't in the house, and so I had my food after the shopping arrived. I've just eaten. Now we're ready to stream. That's the whole story there. But flippin' egg. Hey, everybody. How's it going? I'm going to fade this music out into the background, and we're going to switch on over to the main view. We're going to play some more StoneBlock here, continuing on from where we left off on Sunday, he said, question mark, maybe Monday. Holy balls. Eel Eater, a gift for a well-pronounced name. Eel Eater. I think I might have said that wrong again there, but 5,000 bits and an adorable little cheer emote there. I love that. Muxley 5,000. Holy heck, that's 50 buckaroos. Can we get like a ton of caffeine sellouts for Eel Eater? That is far too generous of you, my friend. Kicking off the stream with a bang. Holy heck. Jeez, you are far too kind. Oh boy. Anyway, we are back here in our base. I've done a little bit more work on this since the end of the last stream. If you remember correctly, at the end of the last stream, or for most of the last stream, we were trying to get sag mills up and running. Also, Dragonheart87, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. The support means a whole heck of a lot as well. Also, quick heads up to anybody else who might be watching right now. You can subscribe for free with Twitch Prime. If you click that little subscribe button up at the top, it will let you know if you have a free subscription. Get it out of the way, get it done right at the start of the stream here, or don't, do it whenever you like, or use it on whoever you want as well. But do what you want. More holes? No more holes everywhere. I know. I've been doing some tidying up, trying to make the place just look a little bit nicer. I've kind of cleared a lot of stuff out and started working on this back wall here. I'm thinking my main plan, I'm going to have this is not going to be the main room, I don't think. I want to have a big centralized round room with other rooms coming off of it. And then this here will be the big round room, and this will be one of the rooms that come off it. Also, Casey11, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription as well. Support means a whole heck of a lot. Feel free to use those emotes in the Twitch chat. Amazon Prime works wonders. It does indeed. It does indeed. Will he destroy everything today? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. The plan is to not destroy anything today. So, at the end of the last stream, we were working on setting up a sag mill to automatically turn our cobblestone into gravel, and then sift our gravel, collect it, process it, all that kind of good stuff. And since the end of the last stream, I've done a bit more work in kind of tidying some stuff up. I have got here all of the stuff required to make 3 more sag mills, because of course, over on this side, we want to be able to turn cobble into gravel, gravel into sand, sand into dust. For that, we need 3 sag mills to do it. But before we get into actually crafting and using those sag mills, we are going to need to get ourselves a decent source of power, because right now we are still using this one wee little spectre coil for all of our power. I've been moving this around between all of the different machines, trying to get everything to work, and it's a pain. And so one of the core things that we are going to work on doing in today's stream is getting a decent source of power. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think that my energy cell is in here. It is indeed. So let me whack this down right about there, and let me kind of walk you guys through some of the stuff that I've done between episodes here. Oh boy, I'm silent. There we go. Okay. Rip music. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. The good news is, if you watch this on YouTube later, you'll hear what I just said there. But for everybody on Twitch who is watching, I apologize. I muted my microphone for a second and then didn't unmute it correctly, apparently. Holy heck. All right. So I don't know. I don't know where you guys heard me leave off there, but essentially, I think you probably got the idea, right? Up here, we got buildcraft pipes. Everything is being picked up by the advanced item collectors. Over here, we've got a diamond filter. All of the ores go that way over to the magma crucible to be turned into ingots. Everything that's not an ore but is still part of the sifting setup goes into the storage drawer system here. Same over on this side, we've got gravel being sifted. All of the ores pieces that we get from gravel are going that way to the magma crucible. Everything that's not an ore piece goes this way, and everything that's not supposed to be there, everything that's not supposed to be from the sifting setup. So, for example, if I throw the sugarcane down, will go the red way. There we go. It'll go this way, back around, get piped all the way around and through into the small storage crate that we have in front of our smeltery, essentially allowing me to kind of get all the stuff quite easily if I do accidentally drop something on the floor. So, now that we've kind of gone over and showed you that, I think that's pretty much everything here. I do also have another wooden transport pipe pulling things out of the casting table, sending it around and also pumping it into a controller slave so that it does connect up to the drawer system and put all the ingots into their respective drawers. What else have I done between episodes? I've sorted out my storage scanner as well. This is all now fully set up. You'll see I've got rid of all the stuff that we don't want, and I've added and made everything that we do want routable. So now I should be able to use this throughout the course of today's stream. Over here, we've got stuff that we've seen before, but it's all nice and neatly packed away now into the wall. We've got our cobblestone generator is just under there, pumping into a storage drawer. That is then pumping around into the crucible and also putting stuff into the compacting drawer. And then over here, we've got lava that we can just grab from if we ever need it, which is quite nice. Over here, we've got our furnaces, and then here we are ready to put down more bonsai pots if we get more saplings that we would like to use in the near future here. But I think that's about everything. I think that's everything that I've done between streams. There's not a whole lot. Oh no, of course, the one final thing that I've done between streams is I have made an alumite hatchet. It is exactly the same, material for material, identical to the pickaxe that we made. It has an alumite head, it has a magical wood rod, and it has a wooden binding. And also, just before the stream started today, I was working on making a hammer along the same lines here. You'll see that it's got an alumite head, it's got an alumite plate, an electrum plate, and then also a magical wooden tool rod. It doesn't have any wood in it, and so it's not going to be ecological, although I'm still not convinced, really, that this is doing anything. Like, our durability is at 950, and I don't think it's going up, although I could be wrong. It could just be really slow, and I'm not seeing it. But nevertheless, we have a hammer now, essentially just so that we can kind of dig through the walls. This thing is quite slow. I noticed it's got a mining speed of 3.24, which is not great. It's not incredibly fast. It's actually quite slow, but because we've got that magical wood on there, it does mean that we have, again, 5 modifiers ready and raring to go. Unfortunately, the modifier required to make your tools faster is redstone, and right now, because we are not auto-sifting dust, we don't have that much in the way of redstone. We've only got 102, but what we do have a decent amount of now is those that infinity dust, this stuff right here, because of the fact that this gravel has been sifting in a diamond stiffened mesh throughout the course of like the last day or so, which is quite nice. And so that brings me on to what I want to work on in today's episode, and that is generating some power, right? I want to get a base source of power up and running, and I'm thinking the way that we're going to do that is using trees, right? And that, by that, I don't mean a tree farm. I don't mean pumping wood into like generator of some description. I guess any generator would work. What I mean is we're going to start with the arboreal extractor, which I cannot spell for the life of me. Is it arboreal? It is. This guy right here, the arboreal extractor, which if you place down next to specific trees will generate resin passively. It doesn't require any power whatsoever. We can then take that resin, this stuff right here, and pump it into a fractionating still, this guy right here. Again, not too hard to make. Some Constantan gears, a nickel gear, machine frame, 2 glass, and then a redstone reception coil. This will turn that resin into tree oil and also give you a 50% chance of getting resin, which is quite nice. It can be used as a steam generator to produce a little bit of extra power, but mainly we're after that tree oil there, which can be pumped into a compression dynamo, and then 1 bucket worth of that tree oil will produce 400,000 redstone flux in total, which is pretty cool. So all of this power should be generated pretty much free of charge. The fractionating still does use power, I believe. You can see here on the left, but it doesn't use all that much. And I'm hoping the system will generate more power than it uses to make the power. I'm fairly certain it will work, but we're going to try it anyway and see if it does work. And so the first thing that we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and craft these. So those are ready to go for later. I'll put them in the system for now because, again, we don't really have the power to use them just yet. But let me see here. Let's see about getting ourselves our first arboreal extractor. This guy right here extracts fluid from a tree. So 1 device frame, which is a copper gear, tin, glass, and then copper gear, iron gears, and a redstone server. We should really look at getting some kind of auto crafting going, I guess. Like really look at getting into like applied energistics or maybe refined storage so that we can try and get some of this stuff automated. But the good news is that we can go ahead and shift click things into the storage scanner here. Yeah, that did work. That's good. Would have looked a fool if that didn't work. And then just go ahead and click them and it will pull the items from inventories around us and auto craft it for us, which is quite nice. I don't think we've got any copper gears, and so I will go ahead and craft up a few of those. Now, the one downside to this system, really, or one of the downsides, I should say, to this system, because there are many, is that we're probably going to need an absolute butt-ton of arboreal extractors in order to get this setup up and running, right? Because the amount of resin that you get from one arboreal extractor is ludicrously low. Like, it produces a very, very, very small amount of resin, and so it might take us like quite a large area of trees and arboreal extractors in order to get this up and running, but that's fine. You know, we're in a cave block, we've got quite a lot of space around us. There's no, you know, space limit. I guess there is like a somewhat of a space limit, but there's no real space limit on how much space we can use up. We're not going to make a 1,000 by 1,000 tree farm. You know, we'll be fine. So we'll figure this out. Let me smell up some glass here and see if we can't get this machine device frame. I keep forgetting the name of that. Let's see if we can get these up and running. I think I'll make a few of these. I think I'll start with 4 and we'll see if we need more after that. I'm fairly certain we will, but we'll see. What about glass walls next to the sieves? I did think about it. I didn't have as much time as I would like between streams. Like today I was trying to get some stuff ready, trying to edit some videos, and I still do kind of want to move all of this back and put up glass walls in front so that we don't end up, you know, picking up stuff that we're not supposed to pick up. But for now, it's not there. Again, I might do it between episodes, between streams. It really depends if I have enough time to do it. Hey Mickey Mouse, how's it going, man? Welcome. Don't place them too near each other. Their extraction rate is limited when there are too many in an area. Is that true? I know it does say in the guide that like some of them are faster than others, like some of the extractors are better than others. Does it matter how close they are to other trees? I could see that being an issue. Does StoneBlock have nuclear craft? I don't think so. At nuclear craft, no, it does not. It does not. They might require sky access. I don't think they do. I did a test in a creative world between streams, like before the stream started, just to see if it would work. And it looks like it does. It looks like you don't need sky access for it to work, which is quite nice. All right, let me see here. So if I want to get arboreal. This guy right here. Let's grab 2 of these device frames. And then let's make our first 2 arboreal extractors. So this is kind of a good... Oh, of course, we're missing all the other stuff. Here we go. Let me go ahead and make 2 more of those, which we can do with just iron, like so. And then also go ahead and grab another one of these. I guess actually I might as well go ahead and grab like 3 more of those so we can make the 4 arboreal extractors that I want to get right. We got 2 of those. Give me 4 more. There we go. 6. And then all we're really missing now is a little bit more glass. So we'll try and grab that here real quick. I heard a rumor that he was live, but I don't believe it. I am indeed live, Mr. Lamp. It's true. Also, hey, Varys, Kai, welcome. Glad you could join us. Nomad Fool, welcome, welcome, welcome. And then why not just make a refined storage setup? It's not that hard. It's true, it's not that hard. It is on my list of things to do. I don't know, I want to mix it up a little bit. You know, I've used applied energistics and refined storage quite a bit, and we have really not used this storage scanner all too much, and so I do kind of want to give this a bit of a shot before we just jump in with the same old, you know, applied energistics, refined storage, and just use that forever, right? So I do kind of want to mix it up just a little bit. I might cave pretty soon and just go ahead and use, you know, applied energistics in the next stream, but for the time being, I want to try and mix it up just a bit. And I guess here, whilst we're waiting for this glass to smelt up, I'm kind of thinking that over here is going to be the area where I put this. How much redstone do we have? We've got, what, 108 redstone? I'm really quite cautious about using too much of our redstone here because I don't want to have to do too much sifting in today's stream. I know it can get a little bit tedious to watch. And like I said before, we don't really have the power set up yet in order to get the sag mill system up and running to automate the sifting of dust. But I am going to put a little bit of redstone on this hammer just to make it a little bit faster. And by a little bit, I mean 11% faster. It's not a huge increase, but nevertheless, it should make, hopefully, a noticeable difference here in how long it takes us to kind of clear out an area. I'm not quite sure. Ooh, it gives us haste 3. I was about to say, I'm not quite sure what the shocking buff does, but I'm guessing now from the sound that we're hearing and also from the fact that we just got haste 3. Does shocking give you the ability to get haste every now and again? Like, is that how that works? That's a bizarre sound as well, right? Like, what is that? I like it. Shocking increases damage per tick. So why is it it's giving us... What gave us haste then? It looks like shocking might be giving us haste. Like, whenever we use the tool for the first time, it then kind of ticks over, and in the top right, we get that little, like, haste buff. I like it. You will get more haste leveling up. Oh, nice. Nice. So yeah, we'll clear out a bit of an area here. I don't want to make a gigantic room, although I guess we'll wait and see, right? Before I make any commitments to how big this room is going to be, I'll see if I'll see how many arboreal extractors we're going to need. It might well be like more than 20, so I'll hold off on deciding just how big I want to make this just yet. If you overcharge the tool, you can gain haste with shocking. Like, we don't have charge on it right now. Like, it's not a tool that uses redstone flux at the moment. It's a tool that just uses durability. I guess that is something we could look into adding to the tool. You know, add the I think it's a capacitor, right, that gives it the ability to accept redstone flux as a source of durability. Or a buildcraft storage system, since you like the pipe so much. I don't think we can generate a buildcraft storage system, can we? Like, without stuff like logistics pipes and without, you know, Project Red pipes, I don't think we can really use buildcraft pipes to generate a storage system. I don't think, unfortunately, as much as I would love to. I did love logistics pipes back in the day. Those were fantastic. But alas, I do not think that I can do that on this server because logistics pipes has not been ported over to 1.12 yet. Unfortunately, if anyone wants to get on that, feel free. I would love to see that. But anyway, let me go ahead and craft up the remaining of these device frames here. And then let's also go ahead and craft up the 3 remaining arboreal extractors like so. What are we missing? Do we really? No, we've got these. They're right here. Game, right there. Did I use them all? Oh, I've got 4. Okay, a little bit of server lag. So. This was a mistake. I should not have... What's my attack damage on this? 6.85, 8.7. So I should be using my hatchet to kill this man. I have still yet to die on the server, another feat that I am very proud of, and I would like to continue this going forward here. So I would like very much so not to die to this creeper. Hold on. Hold on. It is a compressed creeper, which I'm fairly certain means that when I attack it, it's going to explode into multiple more creepers, which I really don't like. I'm also like 99% certain that we don't have mob griefing turned off. And so if this creeper does explode, it will indeed damage all of my hard work. So please, sir, stay aware. Oh, it didn't explode into more creepers. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. Also, it does look like mob griefing might be turned off by default, which I'm also very happy about. Please just die. Thank you. All right, let's wait for that. Oh, no, it's right there. Okay, I thought that might have been sucked up by the advanced item collector there. Thankfully, it has not. So, first things first, let me light this area up a little bit so that we don't die to any more unwanted visitors. And let's also throw down a little bit more stone here just to kind of even this out again, like so. So, let me grab a birch sapling. So, I originally tried this with oak saplings. Unfortunately, oak saplings do not produce the resin that we're after. Oak saplings will produce sap, which I don't think is usable, at least not in generating power. And so, instead, we're going to use birch saplings for this little setup. Grab ourselves one piece of dirt. I'm also going to grab like a good bit of bone meal here, just so we can kind of insta-grow this tree. We don't have to wait for it to grow or use the Twerking for Trees mod, aka Tree Growing Simulator, to force them to grow. I'm also hoping this room is tall enough, although it might not be here. So let's give this a try. Bone meal this up. Not tall enough? All right, that's fine. Let's make it hopefully that's tall enough. No? This is how to waste bone meal? Spruce is the best for what you want, Isaac. Why is spruce better than... I know that spruce also does produce resin. What is it that makes spruce better than birch here? Like, don't they both produce... I guess spruce has more, like, plank, more logs, I guess we could put it around. But, like, other than that, is there a reason why it's better? Come on, Isaac, you can do it. How tall is this birch tree? Like, what the heck? Also, Evil Fester, thank you for the 100 bits, my friend. They are plotting your death in the game chat. Don't kill me, please. T-White. Because it gives you double the amount. Ooh, really? Does it? Is this a... yeah, I'll try it. We'll try it. We've got 4 arboreal extract. Fine, you know what? I will make this room bigger just for you. Is it because it's like too dark up here, maybe? Is there something to do with that, potentially? We are going to have to get more alumite here. Actually, I don't know. I like the idea of having this hammer be rechargeable, actually. More so than having to keep, like, continuously make more and more alumite. Hey, Ninja, how's it going, man? Welcome. Glad you could join us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Spruce is the best. Oh, okay. I will try it then. We'll give Spruce a try. Birch was just kind of the first one. I like the birch trees because they're a bit shorter. Really is kind of the only reason that I wanted to use birch over spruce. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. If I put down the arboreal extractor right about there, what we should see is very quickly, and by that I mean excruciatingly slowly, we will see it begin to generate resin in this little like spot here. Now you can make this faster by putting in some kind of fertilizer, and by that I mean the phytogrower is what it's called here. This stuff here. You can put any of these 3 in. These kind of act as 3 different tiers, and they will kind of multiply the amount of resin that you get every couple of ticks whenever this kind of ticks over and gives you resin. And so we could put these in. Right now, we don't have a setup ready to kind of make this automatically, and it's not really something we could set up too easily. And so I'm not going to do that just yet. We're just going to put down more arboreal extractors like that, and you'll see that it does produce a very, very small amount of resin, but if we kind of set up a bunch of trees and a bunch of these arboreal extractors, we should hopefully get a decent amount of it. Now, I am being told by my top tier sources in the Twitch chat that if I use a spruce sapling, I will get more resin for my arboreal extractors, and so I'm going to put this theory to the test with a spruce sapling here. Again, unfortunately, spruce saplings, they require so much space. They're so space greedy. I'm going to have to get a little bit more in the way of alumite here. I'm just going to quickly do something like this, because I don't want to have to make another one. Could I get the... Oh, I already did it. Oh my goodness, I'm already being lazy. There's an ingot cast in here, but I took the one out of there and put it into there. I thought I had 2. Alas, I do not. Let me quickly grab 2 gold ingots. For those who don't know, you can use 2 gold ingots in place of an alumite ingot when it comes to making a cast. And so I'm just going to throw 2 of you in there and then quickly grab an ingot over here. We'll probably go with a... Is it called ingot? What are they called? The ones from Tinker's Construct? It's called brick? Yeah, you can put seared brick in here. I think that's a lot cheaper than us using one of our iron. And then this should be ready any second now. Isaac, mobs are dropping items everywhere. Is that true? I can hear a mob over there. Mobs, our system over here is not automated yet, and so there was a loot bag there. I have been coming over every so often and depositing loot bags into this loot bag storage system. It's not the best setup, and we really should look at automating this so that it doesn't cause just excessive amounts of lag. But I think for the time being, this is doing okay. I guess really all we need is like a storage drawer system with void upgrades, right? So that we can always just void any excess loot bags that we get, if they're not being pumped into the loot bag storage, that is. But anyway, let me go ahead and pull out this ingot cast real quick. There we go. And let's give this a go. I'm also just going to store this in here for now. I don't see us needing it anytime soon. So, yeah, I need to pull out a couple of ingots worth of alumite, just so that I can continue to use my hammer here. And essentially all I'm going to do is just kind of raise this roof a little bit more. It might end up being taller than this roof, I guess, but that's fine. Top tier sauce. Do you even need a tree for the extractor, or you can just use a log? It might be quite... that's a good question, actually. I don't know if it does check to see if it's a tree. I will test this. I will test this theory. I mean, I think it looks better if it actually is next to a tree. And I think it might actually. It might require a tree in order for it to work. Like, you might be able to fool the thing, actually, now that I think about it. Because if I remember correctly, I think it's something to do with it requiring, like, a leaf above it or not being able to see the sky or something. There's definitely, like, a way, I think, to fool the arboreal extractor here into thinking there is a tree about without there actually being a tree. With a block of dirt below it. Yeah, I was going to say, I definitely thought, because I looked into this back when I was playing Feed the Beast Beyond, quite a while ago now, but I was certain that there was a way to kind of fool the arboreal extractor into thinking that there was a tree, as opposed to there actually being a tree there. Pull lava below it. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to work, but if we do that, does that register as a tree? Is this not tree enough for you, game? Let me try this. So, I mean, like, this is basically a tree, right? At this point, this is a tree? No? Not a tree? That's not how this works? It will not work. It needs to be grown. I guess maybe in newer versions of Minecraft, there are, like, new ways to detect if a tree is a tree. All right, that's fair enough. Okay, in that case then, let me grab some of these ingots here of alumite and just repair this tool just a little bit. Like so. Nice. Actually, I'm surprised that where am I being shot from? Oh, you're in there. I see. I was fairly certain that there was already a, oh, my FOV. Jeez. I thought there was already a torch in there, but let me throw another one down real quick. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let me do a little bit of digging here and try and clear out a bit more space for this freaking spruce tree then, because apparently this is the best one, and apparently the amount of space that we have right now is just not good enough for the spruce tree. It requires too much space. I think I'll go one block up here just so I can kind of dig out this area and then move down afterwards, right? Needs a tree factory. We need so many. We're actually gonna have so many trees. I think it could look quite cool though, right? We can have like a nice little underground kind of like tree farm area. You know, we can throw down a bunch of grass. We can try and make it look nice. Maybe throw down some flowers. You know, in today's stream, that's probably not gonna happen. It's probably gonna look kind of horrible, but be functional, which is how I like it. But eventually, you know, we can throw down some grass, make a nice looking area, try and make it look cool. I'm gonna turn the sound down just a smidge because this zapping sound is a little loud. Tip BC clay pipes for the auto mob sorting. Leaf generator from actual editions for another automated power supply. We totally could. Yeah, I did actually look at that. I saw it in the in JEI that you could use a leaf generator. And I guess with the bonsai pots, that's kind of really quite powerful, right? Because you can just automate the production of leaves quite easily. And so I guess we could look into that. Torch up all your bad times. I'm getting rid of the floor here. This is just going to be a bigger version of this room. Is the plan. Although I guess I can put torches up. Didn't want to be down here. Although I guess I could put torches up anyway just to try and mitigate any potential disasters that might arise. So why this resin? Pardon? Why do we want it? We're going to use it for generating power, hopefully. That's the plan, at least. Whether or not it proves feasible is a different question. Like, it's definitely doable, but whether or not it produces anywhere near enough power for us to make it worthwhile is a different question. When you revamp your mob farm, move it super low down for optimal mobs. I've been told that this is kind of like... It does produce more mobs, but I've been told it's not that many more that it's worth it. Also, I'm thinking, like, I might not even move my mob farm again. Like, I might not upgrade it. Honestly, what I'll probably do with my mob farm is leave it as is for now, and then just jump straight into Woot after that, you know, and use RF to generate our mob drops, as opposed to having, like, a mob farm that can potentially cause quite a bit of lag. Also, use the Feral Flare Lanterns. These? I've seen Varisk use these. Slowly illuminates a large area, removing the lantern causes the light to slowly decay. I did see this. It's from the Torchmaster mod, yeah. Isn't that also the mod that adds in the Torch Placer that Nick showed me in Fullcraft? The Terrain Lighter, yeah, automatically places down torches. I have seen Varisk using these on the server, and so I guess we'll look into those as well at some point. Lower only works with blocks above. Oh, is that for the mob farm? So, like, you only get more mobs when there are blocks above? Definitely want the flare lanterns. Okay. I don't know if there's going to be enough space for a spruce sapling, but I'm going to try it. Also, do we have the dev null installed? I think I'm going to make a dev null real quick. I should have made it like at the start of the episode because now we've done kind of most of the digging that we're going to do. But a dev null, essentially, for those who don't know, is an item that's going to allow you to automatically void a specific item when you pick it up. So, for example, we're going to open it up by shift right clicking. Yep, we're going to put cobblestone inside. And now if we pick up any cobblestone, for example, this stuff right here, it will just, and let's assume in this scenario that you don't have an advanced item collector automatically sucking up all of the items that you drop. But if we drop cobblestone like this and we pick it up, it's just automatically deleted, which is quite nice. And we don't end up with an inventory full of cobblestone, which we don't need because we've got so much cobblestone already being generated by our cobblestone generator. So let us see here. Give me a spruce sapling. Let's throw that guy down right about there. This is definitely not going to be enough space, I don't think, but I'm going to give it a try nonetheless. And hopefully we will get our first spruce tree here, at which point we can begin kind of comparing whether or not the spruce tree is any faster. You have a shelf above the tree that isn't lit. This thing over here, yeah. I do kind of want to dig this out as well. Oh, it takes so much work to dig these areas out, even with the hammer. Vance Fan, thank you very much indeed, my friend, for the Twitch Prime subscription, choosing to use your token here. This promised a whole heck of a lot. Feel free to use those emotes in the Twitch chat, my friend. Can we get some caffeine sellouts for Vance Fan? All right, get rid of that. There we go. That ledge is now gone. And let's see about digging out a little bit more space here. Holy heck. We really need a jetpack, right? Like, that's something we should probably look towards getting. In fairness, it might not even be that hard for us to go straight in with the angel ring in this pack if the recipe hasn't been tweaked, which I don't think that it has. We need 2 feathers, 1 golden lasso with a bat in it, which might prove a little difficult, 1 cursed lasso with a ghast, which should be fairly easy if we get a jetpack first. The ring of the flying squid is actually surprisingly not too bad, but does require a squid in order to do so. 4 black dye, 2 diamonds, and a chicken wing ring, which is 2 feathers, 4 iron, a chicken in a golden lasso, and then 2 resonating redstone crystals. Those might actually not be too hard for us to get, and I might go and try and make the squid ring at some point in today's stream, because we used it in Enigmatica, and it was actually not too bad as an early game source of flight. It's actually quite good, all things considered. And then making that angel ring, of course, is the ultimate goal, which really shouldn't be all too hard for us. The hardest part is going to be getting a bat, which really all I think we have to do there is just kind of set up, oh my goodness, kind of set up a large dark space for the bat to spawn in, and then make sure that we don't die trying to get it. Don't go hunt the gas, just catch a squid and put it into witch water. That's fair enough. I am taking so much unnecessary damage here. I always forget about the little tweaks that are added by, like, Ex Nihilo and Ex Compressum. like the whole witch water stuff. It shouldn't be too hard for us to find a ghast in the nether, given that it's a fully fledged nether, but that is definitely a faster way to do it. There is our spruce tree. So let's have a look here. If I put this down, okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hope that this is not a bias experiment, even though it definitely is. I'm going to put one there and one there, right? And we're going to see which one produces more resin. Now, if true, like it might be the case that this one is slowed down by these two, but I kind of just want to get a feel and see if it does produce more resin. Like, does this one give more per cycle, or does it just do more cycles, right? Oh, it gives you more per cycle. I see. So this one's giving us 100 resin, and whereas this one will just give us 50, right? When it does it, when it first ticks over and actually gives us our first bit of resin. So it does indeed look like, as per usual, Twitch chat is correct in that the spruce tree there gives us more power than the birch tree. In that case, how do I do that? Isaac is sucking trees. It's true. I am. I'm just sucking on these trees right here. Okay, I'm going to cut these down real quick, and I'm going to get rid of... I kind of want to keep the resin, but I'm going to break these for now, because I want to get this kind of set up how I want it. We did lose a little bit of resin there, but that's fine. Get rid of this. It looks like they might retain their resin, maybe, because they're not stacking. So it's pretend they might retain their resin, although I would be surprised if they do. Thermal expansion machines usually don't, although I think the tanks do, so we'll see. Anyway... let me see here. I'm going to dig out a little bit more space because I'll probably, like I said before, I'll probably do most of the beautifying of this area between streams, but I do want it to be somewhat even here so we can kind of work with it. So let me see. From the center, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's fine. We'll go 9 out this way and 9 out that way. Just make a builder, Isaac? That is a good point. Like, we can use something like the builder from Buildcraft. Not Buildcraft. Well, we could use the builder from RF Tools. If we wanted to use everybody's favorite mod, Buildcraft, we could use the filler or the builder. I think the filler can also empty, if I'm not mistaken. A quarry would also work, I guess. Those would work. I think, you know what? Yeah, sure. Let's get a builder from RF Tools. I think that's going to make our life a lot easier. Tips so far: feral lanterns, machines for digging out areas, spruce trees for resin, leaf generator. Your gravel is splitting. Oh, your gravel is spitting out. Oh, is it spitting out? What's up with my gravel? Like over here? Is it being spat out? Oh, it's like this. Ooh, why are you full? Oh, I know why you're full, and that's because I put all of the speed upgrades in here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Why am I'm generating less grid power? I think that's because I've made a mistake over here. I did use this water at some point. Why are you generating... Oh, no, you've always been generating 12, I guess. Wait, does that normally generate more? Does that normally generate, like, 16? I thought... Hold on. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that, chat. That's okay. We got another bucket of water over here. Hold on. Yeah, I thought it should be 16, right? So if I do this, give me an unlimited water source real quick. Put that back there if we want to make obsidian in the future. And then let me see here. I'm going to put water in both corners. So water can go there, water can go there. I'm going to fill the rest in with cobblestone like that. That's where you want your 2 pieces of water to be for a water mill. And then if we do that, I'm fairly certain that should generate... There we go. We're back up to 16 grid power. Good stuff. So I should be able to put all of these back in here. There we go. I want to take that out and put that back in there. That's fine, though. So. Let's have a look here. Builder. What do I need to make myself a builder? I don't think it's all too expensive. 4 bricks, 1 machine frame, 3 redstone, and an ender pearl. The machine frames are real easy to make. It's just some lapis, some iron, and some golden nuggets. I will throw that back into one of our storage crates. The question really is, do we have bricks? I'm fairly certain we do, because we've got quite a lot of them to make bonsai pots. So let's go ahead and just quickly craft up 4 of those. Like so. I've also been contemplating using bricks for building as well. I might put some down somewhere around the base, because I do think they look quite nice. So, did I get those? What happened to my bricks? My bricks? Ah. The TPS has been really all over the place today. Bricks. Did I use them? No. Definitely not. Bricks. Oh, I already made a builder. I'm an idiot. Don't make another one. Wait, what? Am I getting some server lag here? Am I being server lagged to all hell? No, okay, we're fine. Oh boy, right, gosh dang it. Anyway, we have ourselves a builder. Let me grab, it's kind of hard to run this with the server being a little laggy as well. It does something take a little longer than they normally do. But anyway, so, oh boy, hello, my friend. You look a little scary. But really, you're very weak indeed. So let's see. I have not used this in quite some time. And I'm going to put this down right about there. Now. Isaac has to learn how the builder works. So that's going to provide this thing with power. I would like you to... Oh, do I need to put this in a corner? Also, do I need a card for this? Void blocks. Do I need like this void card here? Terrain dimlet maybe? Isaac is enchanting the sieve mesh a thing in this pack. You should get sieve efficiency, faster sieving, and look on it. I believe it is. Right now we don't have that many in levels. I'm level 5 right now. I used quite a few of my levels making magical woods between sessions, but I will look into it. So we got Space Chamber, Ship Card Void. Is that what I'm after? This item will cause the ability to void all blocks in the configured space. Okay. So for that we need a Ship Card, 4 obsidian, and 4 black dye. I actually don't think we've got any black dye right now. We can, of course, use Britannia to get that, and so that's what I might have to do here. And then we've got the Ship Card. All right, yeah, let's give it a go. Also, let's have a quick look at this lantern here. Because I think this is probably going to be a good investment, especially if we are having the... I need some glowstone. Especially if we're going to have the builder digging out a large area. I think that having a lantern that extends out as time goes on is probably going to be a good investment. So give me like 4 of those. I don't know if we're quite going to need 4, but that's fine. And then let's see again. At RF tools, and then card. So void card, 4 obsidian, 1 ship card, which needs, of course, some more pip and some more bricks. I did set up a little bit of a sugarcane farm over here. I don't know if we can call it sugarcane farm. I set up an area to grow sugarcane over here just because we did need a little bit of it to make all of the magical wood that I made for my Tinker's tools. So we'll take you, and then, like I said a second ago, the black dye here, we could really do with getting some kind of ink farm set up, and we do have crushed black quartz, but unfortunately, I'm fairly certain that doesn't count in the grand scheme of things here, and so I think what we're probably going to have to do is get a little bit in the way of dirt and set up a little area for some light Britannia farming, just until we get our first bit of black powder, at which point we should be able to get, or at least until we get our first Britannia black flower, at which point we should then be able to just throw down a bunch more of those black petals and then just grow them specifically until we have quite a lot of them. So let me see here. I'm just going to dig out a nice chunk like this. Actually, we'll do an even larger chunk, I think, like this. Pretty sure it doesn't need to be grass if memory serves me right. And so if we just quickly grab a little bit of floral fertilizer, which again, we may or may not have. Floral, we don't, but again, we can make it fairly easily. I will take all of the floral powder. I've got to get used to this this storage scanner. If you shift click an item, it pulls out 1, and if you click on an item, it pulls out a stack. It's like the exact opposite of how applied energistics work. So if I click on this stack of birch logs, it gives me the full stack, which I can put back away. But if I shift click, it pulls out 1 stack, and I'm so used to doing the opposite. I keep shift clicking to pull out all of the items and then clicking to pull out just 1. It's going to take a while for my brain to get around that. And then as soon as it does, I'm going to mess it up by switching over to something like applied energistics. So that's going to be fun. But nevertheless, whilst we have what we have, let's get some floral fertilizer going and let's do a little bit of crafting here. Also, I'm going to grab my crafting table on a stick real quick, just so that I don't have to keep running back every time I want to do a little bit of crafting. And I'm also going to do a little bit of an inventory dump here as well. We don't need to be carrying all of this stuff on us all the time right now. So we'll just clear out quite a bit of that for the time being. So let me see here. We'll craft up, we'll throw down the floral fertilizer, which I think I've just put away like a fool. And then really we're looking to try and get, also actually, whilst I'm here, grab 2 iron ingots, make some shears so we can, excuse me. server lag. There we go. That's so bizarre that it showed up as nuggets for a second there. Floral fertilizer. Give me that stuff, and let's go see if we can't get our first floral black powder. By the way, you can make a cake that gives you permanent inventory 3x3 crafting grid. Oh, really? That would be very nice. We did indeed get a mystical black flower on our first try here. So once you've got one petal that you want to keep, you can in fact just plant these back down like so, and then bone meal them up. And then if you shear them, we should get these guys, the tall mystical black flowers, which we can then go ahead and craft into 4 black petals. And so it is a way to kind of duplicate the number of petals you have. Those black petals can then, of course, be crafted into floral black powder, which is a substitute for black dye. A nice and easy substitute, which doesn't require you having to go through and try and get squids to spawn, which is quite nice. It's also a very easily replicatable black dye as well, which is quite nice. We can get so much by just doing something like this. Please, could you grow? There we go, nice. Did I not put one there? Cool. So that should be more than enough black dye, I think, for the time being. Let's go ahead and craft that up. We should still have a pestle and mortar in our system somewhere. Let me go and take a quick peek here. Pestle and mortar, we do indeed good stuff. Quickly craft those up like that. I'll do half a stack for now, which again should be more than enough. And then that should give us, I think, pretty much everything it takes to make this void upgrade. The only thing I think we're going to be missing is the, well, first of all, we're going to have to replace those ink sacs with floral black powder. But then we are, of course, missing a little bit in the way of obsidian. We've got 2, which means we just need 2 more. Very easy to do. Again, we should really look to automate obsidian sooner rather than later. But really, it's just about space right now. We don't have that much in the way of space. And so finding somewhere to automate the obsidian that doesn't look ridiculous could prove harder than expected. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and craft one of these up. And so now I'm fairly certain. Did that work? No? I would like 1 void crafting card, please. Could I potentially have 1 void crafting card, game? How would you feel about giving me 1 void crafting card? Could I get 1 void crafting card? How about if I take the obsidian out? Now can I have 1 void crafting card? Would you give me 1 void crafting card? Okay, well, apparently that is just not working. Is it out of power? No, it's not, so it should be working. Let me, in that case, we're not missing an obsidian, we've got 5. In that case, let's go ahead and grab the card out of here, which is actually called the shape card. Do we not have a shape card? I definitely made a shape card. So he doesn't say that it's missing one there. And so I feel like we definitely did make it. Can you craft? I bet you can't craft bricks back into bricks, can you? In that case, let's quickly smelt up some clay. Cool. You can get them in loot bags. What can I get in loot bags? All right. Oh, these are so slow. We need to get we need to get ourselves an electric furnace ASAP as soon as we get some form of power generation. I'm gonna not use this, I guess, because I feel like that didn't work. Give me one, and then can I get one of these? Did I really not make the shape card before, chat? I thought I did. But nevertheless, that should get us a standard shape card. It did, good stuff. A void card. So, now, if we move this thing into the corner, because it does, you have to pick a corner for it to work from. You can't just say work from behind. So, let's pick this up. And I'm going to put it like, I guess over here. Like that. And then if we say start at the northeast corner, I guess. I want to start at the southeast corner, looking at the minimap there, I think. So, southeast corner, like so. Put in the void card, and then provide it with power. I'm assuming I also need a lever for this thing as well. Hold the shape card in your right hand and right-click to set it. Really? Okay, I will take a look at that in just a second. Please give me 1 lever. Let's see here. It's coming back to me a little bit. We did use the quarry card in... oh, I see. Okay, so box, solid, dimensions. Your X, Y, and Z. So, like, give me 16, maybe? I don't want to go 256. 16 by like 12. It doesn't even do too tall, and by 16, I guess. Let's see if that works. Let's see what that looks like, I guess. Although, no, we want it to be bigger than 16 by 16, right? Like, we've already gone, well, this is 18 wide. So let's actually change that to be like a pretty big 32 by 32 by 12 and see how that works. Have I done this correctly? No! Stop! Oh! Okay, it's okay. 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 It didn't get to the good stuff. I stopped it. Oh no, please, no, this is not the time to die. I'm not no. This is not the time to die. Okay? No. Okay, none of the important stuff. I mean, some of the important stuff got destroyed there. Did it actually get... Oh, no, I picked it up. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, this is fine. Chat, this is fine. This is fine. Nothing... This is fine. This is fine. Okay, why did that not work? I clearly put it in the wrong section. So my thought process there was that we've set it to southeast corner, which is, like, looking at the minimap, this is between south and east, no? That's not correct? You can set it to show area. I can. Take the shape card in your hand and right-click diagonal edges on the area you want to clear out. But I don't have the diagonal areas that I want to clear out like fully set up then. I also do want to tweak the Y level so it only starts here. It's a good thing you play Minecraft for a living. Oh, why did that not work? Why is the... So, what options do we have here? Copy from... I blame you, chat. You told me to use this thing. Nice mob farm you can build over there by the smeltery. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Let me go and light that area up a little bit. I guess it's a good time for us to try and use our flare lantern, really. Also, so much trash on the floor there. Yeah, you just quickly light that area up for me, would you, bud? Oh, gosh. What is this? What is... Okay, what is this? What is this? Chat? Gosh dang it. Why are we using this as opposed to just digging out an area? I guess I want northwest corner as opposed to southeast corner, right? I see you there. Or maybe northwest as opposed to southeast. Like that. Use preview mode to show the area. How? Where is the preview mode? Like, I don't see it. I say visually highlight the position of the builder working on, but I don't see like a preview area, right? If someone would like to enlighten me as to how this preview area is given. The circle thing? This? Ah, okay. This makes sense. So, why is this so low? I guess it's also I can walk on it, I see. So that is digging quite a large area down, which is not what I want. I want it to dig up a little bit, not down. Offset. 0, 0, 0. Use the offset. You want to offset it up by like 12? doesn't change the area. It would seem though this is not moving. Take out the card and use the offset, and then preview to confirm and close the preview. Take out the card, use the offset. Like, I don't know what preview to confirm means, because like I can't, this looks right. Like I want that digging out here. And the preview is not showing up here. Is the problem. So that's 0. Now see, it's changed the offset. Like is it because I selected off northwest there? Oh, do I want to change just chat? Do I want to change just the Y? No? Put it in the builder to preview it. Like, put it in there, but it doesn't change this. See, why why did it take so many attempts to get that to work? Okay, I think we got it in the right area. I think this is what I requested of it. That's very far. It's a large... No, okay, see, I would like you to preferably be a little further up, is the thing. So if we could Y a little further up. It looks like it doesn't... it might be server lag, but it also looks like potentially it's not updating very quickly. How far down does that go? Is that what I want? No. Did I change this like a fool? I did, didn't I? Go up by 1? Go up by 2? I'm going to try it with 1 because 1 feels right and 2 doesn't. Like, it feels like it's going 1 too low. So I'm just going to put it by 1 and turn it on again. See, now that's lower than I wanted. I want -1. Nope, still not changing that, eh? Still using the same area for that. Is that the case? I feel like that should work, no? Is it X, Y? It's Y that's not changing. Like, the Y was originally digging out... Oh, maybe it's even more up on the Y. Maybe it just didn't get far enough. Maybe it's like Y plus... You know, plus 5 or something. See, like, what is that? Why is the... Is that right? Is it me or have you selected the upper corner of the 4? This one here? I did have that selected, but that's changed now because of the fact that we've selected it in our menu. I think it's working. Maybe? It's very big. How big did I set that? Did I set it to be that big? 32 by 30. I guess I did. Give me like 20. Give me like 24 by 12. I'm guessing right now the power is the limiting factor. Yeah. Why is it going so far that way? That's going more than 20. Is it going more than 24 blocks away? I guess not, actually. 24 blocks is quite far, right? Holy heck. That... Boy. Get out of here, zombie. Get out of here. Okay, we need... So the problem with this is that we don't have power. And so this was a bad idea from the start. Putting this thing down because we do not have the power at all to make it run. And so I think if we've learned, oh gosh, yeah, look, hi boys, how's it going? I think if we've learned anything today, it's that was not a good idea. We should not have done that. That was not a good plan. All things considered. So, okay, I think I'm gonna have to spend a few. Oh, now this is broken as well, and it's just pure. No one told you to do it before making a basic generator. I'm not making a basic generator, though, is the thing. I'm not doing that. I'm making tree power. Tree power. Okay. Okay. I don't wish to collect that that stuff there. I wish to use another crate. Do I have a spare crate? No. Okay, let's try and fix this, I guess, real quick. Where the heck does that crate go? It goes to... I deleted so much of my area. Ah, okay. Dark oak. That's the one. No, please give me a full stack. Yo, I just got to hear what we're doing. Things may have gone badly quite quickly. And it's definitely Twitch chat's fault. Not mine. Yeah, we ran into some issues. Biggest of which is that I may or may not have set a miner to mine out a very large area of my base in the wrong area, and thus it started to delete part of my base over here, which is pretty bad. And now it needs somewhat fixing. I think I will fix this between streams. Like, this is collecting for now, so the stuff's not going to pile up, which is nice. And I don't think that this is going fast enough to fill that up anytime soon. Yeah, and then, you know, we were trying to use the builder, but then the builder is... I don't think it's buggy. I think it's just a little, like, the server's lagging a bit, and thus it's kind of all over the place. And we don't even have enough power to run the builder either, so... All in all, bad idea. Bad builder. No, we shouldn't have used the builder. And so now, we're going to try and fix that. And try and get back on track a little bit. It's not buggy, it's not server lag, it's you. No, it's either server lag or buggy, because it didn't update. My friend. It did not update multiple times. Okay, so I definitely want a floor here, I think. I'm not bothered about a gap beneath the floor. That could work quite well. Let's have a look. So let me get my wand out. I guess we'll go for a new one, right? They're not that expensive. One thing I do dislike about this is that you can't type in, I guess you can there. Sometimes it doesn't let you type in JI when you're using this thing. You have to delete the old preview before spawning a new one. I did, multiple times. For one, that's somewhat bad UI, but also like the fact that we did do that multiple times and it still didn't update correctly. Okay, I need a lot of stone if I'm going to fill this in. I don't even know if I want to fill this in with stone. Actually, I know I've just filled it in with stone, but I might actually go ahead and fill it in with dirt instead. Just because dirt's a lot more abundant and doesn't take quite as long to build. And also then we can throw down some grass, you know, make it look a little nice with the trees and whatnot. My vein mining key is also... Oh, you can't vein mine stone, of course. I keep forgetting. I have to break this manually. Ugh. Where's my hammer as well? Oh, hello. I forget about the, oh, this thing's so slow. Thank you. Where's my hammer? Right there. Okay, I'm gonna break this stone, and we're gonna replace it with some dirt. Because this looks bad. Oh boy. What is this? Oh my goodness. I need so much more space for this to work. It's gonna take me so long to break all this and set it up properly. I'm not gonna pull the lever because we don't have power. It's gonna take like 4 years for that thing to mine, and it's also still, after all this time, I don't think mining the correct area that I want it to mine. So I'm not gonna pull that. It might be full of power, but it's gonna lose power in like 2 minutes. I'm also not certain that I wanted to do such a large area. Def9, thank you for the 200 bits, my friend. This part means a whole heck of a lot. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, those guys are also gonna be a problem. Ugh. I'm not gonna let it run. I'm not gonna let it run because it's not running the way that I want it to run. Where is my dev null as well? I feel like I lost that in the process as well. There it is. Yeah, keep that as well. Where is my... So how much dirt we got? Like, we got 183 dirt, which is nice. I will take as much dirt as I can gather. And with my wand, I will try and set up a nice large area here. We'll also probably grab some grass seeds whilst we're at it. Again, I've got to get used to not shift clicking that in. I do it every time. Grass seeds. There we go. Doesn't take too many, but the more that we put down here, the faster the grass is going to spread. I do like the idea of having a line around the outside. So I guess really I've got to think about how much of a gap I want here. We don't really have anything built into the wall on this side, so I guess we could probably... we got this, right? So I'm trying to think about how I want the room to look. Do you have a watering can for spreading grass? We do indeed, yep. I'm thinking we're probably going to want the wall for this room to be... Let me grab a bit. Now that I've got my freaking dev null out, let me grab a couple of blocks of cobblestone. I'm thinking the wall is probably going to want to go like right about here. And then after that, I want like a little thin ledge and like a little thin lip, something like this, to separate the wall from the grass. So it's not like edge to edge grass right all around the area. So if we grab some stone just to kind of show off how I want this to work, I'll take you again. I would like a full stack. Get rid of this for now. And then do I have a chisel? Still, I do. I really like in Fullcraft how the chisels do not require any durability. It's something I wish was carried over to more packs. Like, it just seems somewhat needlessly tedious to require that the chisel require durability. So yeah, that'll run all the way around the outside. How big do I want this freaking room to be? Is my next question, and it's one that I thought I would have done before. So here's the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll go 9 like that, and that'll be the wall for now. Again, it's a problem that I don't know how many trees we're gonna need to get this to work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna cut it off there like that. And then we can also kind of wall this off and hide our shame down there and make that not be visible. I guess we could always just expand out like kind of this way if we need more space, right? If we need to put more trees down, we can always expand that way instead of expanding widthways. That's probably going to be an easier solution for us here. So we'll do that like this and then fill this in. How much dirt we got? We got a lot of dirt. I like it. No, please. Please, don't do this to me. Thank you. How big should probably be the first question before you void your base? That's a very good point. It definitely should be the first question before you void your base. It was just on the wrong side, is all. Okay, so we'll throw down some grass seeds. Try and make this look a little nicer here. Again, we can use the watering can, but these grass seeds are so easy to get as well because the dirt is just so easy to get that I really don't think it matters too much. And then... how do I want to change that? How do I want to... Like, I'm thinking about how big I want to take this and how I want to do it. I think for now, how much have we got already? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is like 20, it's 19 by 9. We'll go a little further. I think I might make this like a, for now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I might make this like a square for the time being. So we'll go 19 by 19. So this was 9, right? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Right, we'll take it to like there. I'm not digging out to place markers. That is not what I'm doing. I'm just going to dig the area out with my hammer. Watering can to spread the grass for the win. We will do, my friend. Never fear. That is my plan. As soon as I got all the dirt down, the grass area set up, that is what I plan on doing. The BC filler may have been easier to use. Yeah, potentially. I've used the BC filler before. Actually, I guess I've used the builder from RF Tools before, but I used it previously in terms of making a quarry, not necessarily in terms of making a big old hole. So we're doing a bit more aluminium and iron in there if we're going to get that to work. I did do some aluminium smelting between sessions. One problem we are going to run into with our current sifting system and also smelting system is the fact that the aluminium doesn't smelt in the magma crucible, which is a bit of a problem. So like right now, all of our ore pieces are compacted in the compactor over here and then put into a magma crucible. Aluminium is one that doesn't go in the magma crucible. So we're going to have to figure out like an alternate way of doubling that ore. I keep forgetting. I don't forget. I keep not putting down torches, I guess is the correct way of saying that. Yeah, you guys shoot each other. Nice. I think the biggest achievement here is that we've not died yet, which I'm quite happy about. Okay, so do we have more alumite? We do. Nice. Let's finish up this ingot here. The one ingot might be enough to repair the entirety of my electrum hammer here. I'm not actually quite sure how Tinker's Construct works out the durability or how much it requires, because I feel like sometimes like that's going to fully repair it, which is interesting. I mean, it does only have a durability of 1,500, which is not crazy. And in fact, I might even go ahead and throw an emerald on there real quick just to kind of boost that durability a little bit. I think I already did put a diamond on this thing, right? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so I think I might actually go ahead and put both a diamond and an emerald on this thing to increase its durability a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. We got 5 modifiers, so I don't really feel too bad about that. And this hammer is going to be mostly used for digging out areas like this, so that should be fine. Excuse me. It's not too bad actually now. It's up from where it was earlier. Was this right? Was this 9 out? I think so, right? I guess we can also put the dirt down here, right? I do love that zap sound. Okay, we are going to be a little low on dirt here. Thankfully, dirt is pretty easy for us to come by. We can hammer down gravel into dirt. So getting dirt to fill this in shouldn't be too hard for us whatsoever. Like, mostly the tedious bit here is just going to be breaking all of this. I made a hammer with the glowstone rod, and I can see the mobs through walls with it. Kind of weird. Ooh, nice. I've seen that kind of effect on players before, but being able to see mobs through that could be quite cool. By the way, you can put the ferro lanterns under the floor or above the ceiling out of sight. Okay. And they place torchlight within a 32 block or so radius. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. I'm also not entirely certain how tall are spruce saplings. And I guess second question on top of that, are spruce saplings uniformly tall, or do they grow to different heights? Because if they're uniformly tall, then we can, like, once and for all figure out how tall this room needs to be. So I'm not actually quite sure how tall it needs to be, actually. So let's see here. It needs to be, it looks like we're about the right height, actually. Like, this here seems to be like a decent height to give it a bit of headroom there. That looks fine. That is so much area to dig out, though. Holy heck. In that case, I might go ahead and just make... even then again, though, the jetpack, despite being a little tedious to craft, is also going to be not particularly great at allowing us to dig out an area here, because it's just going to let us float, and you mine even slower when you're floating. So I think for now, we've got to suck it up and dig this area out by hand. Sure. Yeah, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with this. I guess we could use the builder or the filler maybe to try and fill this area in. But I think honestly, like, if I press F7, it looks like for the most part, that's interesting. Oh no, I thought I'd fallen down there. It looks like for the most part that the lantern has kind of lit that area up. And so we might just be able to get away with not bothering with this and just kind of leaving it. There's a little bit of an area there, but those mobs will despawn eventually. And then just, I think, blocking off that area might work just fine. Honestly. Imagine if he had a machine that would do this for him. It would be nice. It would be nice. But without power, the machine is fairly useless. All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw some lava down there. We could do, actually. But again, I don't think... The mobs will respawn, and given that we've lit up most of the area down there, I don't think we're going to respawn too much. And at some point, once we get a jetpack, I'll probably just fly down there and you know, throw down some torches or something. So, let me see here. I want to get more dirt. Give me some... Ooh, do we have gravel building up over here, or are we still sifting the gravel? We are still sifting gravel, but we also do have gravel building up. So, quickly give me, like, a little bit of gravel here. And let's do... a quick old Shift-K in there to give us some compressed gravel. And then we'll just break this down to dirt to allow us to fill up this final area over here. They must burn. What have they done, though? They haven't done anything wrong, right? Did they? Did they do something wrong? They just spawned in, you know, they had no choice. We do have infinite power, but unfortunately, the builder's still not set up correctly, and I don't want it digging out any more of the area that it's currently digging out. And also, it's very slow. All right, so was this here the 19? I should really get like a tape measure or something so I can check this distance here without having to count every time. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, it's even harder to do when the texture's all the same like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 blocks. Counting with Isaac. 18 is not correct, right? I want 19. I want 19. Is 19? Hold on. Hold on. I think it's 19, right? Because I think it's 9 in the middle block, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the middle block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's not actually, it's 17 that I want to go because I've got 8, middle 8. And so this right here is 18. So I actually want to dig up this last row and then throw a stone around it. They killed my parents? Oh my goodness, those mobs. Holy heck. The one tool that I didn't make between sessions, Tinkers-wise, is apparently a shovel, and thus we do not have one of those, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Did we start smelting some stone over here? Because I would. This is the point in time when I would very much so like to have stone ready to go. I did not. Okay, that would have been nice of you, Isaac. I did have a TPA request there, which I have missed. There we go. All right, that's smelting up. We do have a little bit of stone left over in here. We got like a bunch of different chisel types of stone. I guess. Oh no, we got 59 stone right there. Okay, that should be more than enough, right? To finish up this little area around the outside. So give me a ton more of you. And let's just quickly run around the edge of this thing. Like I say, I'll put some walls in between streams to try and make it look a little nicer. You want a crafting table kick that gives you a 3x3 Yeah, I know. I saw it in the chat. Also, we do have a portable crafting table, so I do have a 3x3 crafting table on me. But yeah, I did also see that in the Twitch chat earlier. All right. How do you even make wyvern tools? This is like, oh gosh. It's so much mining. Such pretty much wow. It does look beautiful, right? Okay, again, I think here the best course of action is going to be to kind of dig one layer up so that we can kind of dig this missing layer out and then dig down. It's a mess right now, chat, but never fear. It will look good again in the future, okay? We're going to make this room look good. Eventually. Let it run. I'm new to your videos and stuff. Hey, Crappy Joke. Welcome, my friend. Glad you could join us. Not a typical stream right now. I don't normally spend this much time digging out huge swaths of stone. I usually try to avoid doing this kind of stuff on stream as much as possible. Alas, due to some difficulties with the builder, we're currently doing this, I guess. So where is my actual... there it is. Okay, so we don't have to go this far, actually. I'm also new. I found you on YouTube and followed your stream. Nice! Welcome as well. Welcome. I'm glad people have been enjoying these on YouTube. I've been editing them down on there. People seem to like them. Digging, the most fun part of Minecraft, I know, right? I think it's also the most entertaining to watch, according to 4 out of 5 dentists. I do want to go a little... Can I get to that bit right there? I can. Nice. Okay, yeah. Push it out just a little bit further and also up just a tad more as well. Hoping my hammer kind of gets me through this, but we're almost there, chat. We are very much so almost there. Why does the 5th dentist hate everything? I know, right? Like, I don't know what it is about that 5th dentist, but he is really not into anything. He doesn't approve anything either. He's just, you know, whenever you take something to him for his approval, you're not going to get it. He hits it all. Okay, it's not quite perfect. Okay, I thought I'd vein mine a bit too much there, but thankfully didn't go too far with the floor there. Okay. Okay. We are almost there. Actually, we're pretty much there already. So, also one thing I do want to get, I think, pretty soon is an exchanger, so that I can, like, replace these walls with blocks, as opposed to having to break everything and replace everything so often. I'm just going to pick up all the cobblestone here, so it's not clogging up the floor. I'm also going to take this tree down, and I think move it one back, so that we've got, like, an area at least around the outside. Or try at least to move it one back, whether or not it grows in exactly the same way is a good question that we'll find out. You can get an exchanger wand from the loot bags. Exchanger wand? This thing here? What the heck is that? I want about these ones here, but I think we might have something like that already in our loot bag opening system. Let's take a look. The loot bags are so cool. They are indeed. They give a lot of cool stuff. I really dig it. I could have sworn that maybe it's this I'm thinking of, the capturing wand, which is definitely not the same thing. That's fair enough. He isn't a real dentist. Oh my goodness, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. That's why he doesn't approve anything. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me see. Do I want it like here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that? Give me a tree. Nice. I mean, that kind of works. It'll do. It will do. And then we'll go in the same distance here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. I'm going to try and spread these out a little bit. You know, I'm going to step back a bit as well here, because this might take some more space to grow. I don't want to give them, I don't want to put too much space in between all of these. I'm 99% sure you don't have to keep all of these intact. You can cut off a lot of the tree. Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. I think what would be the best is if I could kind of just sculpt the trees. Because I like the idea of them being trees here. I think they could look... I think the room's going to look better if they're actual trees. But I would like all of the trees to be identical, right? I would like it if, like, this tree was the same as... Like, looked the same as this tree. So what would be nice here, but I don't know if it would work, is if I could, like, put this down... Right, that's working right now. I guess we can do some testing here, right? If I shear away all of these leaves, does it still count? Looks like it does, which is nice. And then if we try and just kind of mirror this, you know, it looks like that's actually going to work, which is quite nice. Because, like, and again, I'm not going to bore you with this now, but I feel like that could be quite cool, right? I want to make sure that I like having the trees here. I think the trees look better than not having the trees in place. So I kind of dig that. We'll have the trees coming like along back here, and I'll probably end up making this even longer off camera, because that's kind of just how that's going to work. Or we're going to need those, I guess, is what I should say, for this to work. Something like that, right? And then just... It's interesting then. So it looks like you could probably get rid of, I think... Well, I guess the next question is, can I get rid of, like, blocks in this tree and still have it work? Like, it's not turning off, which is leading me to believe that it's still working. I do wonder if we try to put another one of these down now, is it still going to work? It is. Nice. Okay, so as long as it's registered, I guess it's just registered that the block there has changed from, like, a sapling to a tree chunk, you know, to a spruce log. So I guess that's fine. It does mean that we can tweak these trees to make them all look the same. And I don't even know if I'm going to go with this spruce tree, and I might make it look like a different spruce tree. But I like it. I like the fact that we can do that, and I think it's going to make this room look a lot nicer in the long run. If we can terraform the trees like this and make them all look the same. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. It also means that we could probably try and, like, squeeze in maybe a third line of trees in the middle here. Not quite sure how I'm going to... But, like, we could maybe move this over, you know, maybe trim a line off, move it over by 1, and try and like squeeze in an extra line of trees here. You know, move this over by 1, just because we don't have to worry about them being a bit wider, right? So what I might honestly do is, we've already got a ton of spruce leaves, right? So I know I've just spent 10 minutes putting those down. I'm going to get rid of these. And I think I'm just going to start here by putting down where I want all of the logs to go, right? And then we can always move around from there. So give me all this stuff. And then let's see. So what I would like, I think, is probably 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do I want them there, or do I want it like a bit close? We could probably get away with that, right? Like 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. I want an even number of trees as well. So like 1, 2. Did I put it here? I did. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Here would be the next one, which makes no sense. So I guess like that. That's a big gap. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. It's like a 1 wide gap. So we can kind of walk down the middle if needs be, right? We can kind of walk between these. I feel like that could work. I'm not automating the mob farm yet because we don't have anywhere to put the mob drops. Other than, like, we can use the clay pipe to input the loot bags into the loot bag crate, but we don't have any anywhere else to put the rest of the stuff just yet. Won't really fall into that pit of mobs and die. I mean, honestly, I think we will probably survive this drop. It's not that big of a drop. I think we're pretty good. I don't think we're gonna die if we fall in there, honestly. I think we can probably fight them off. So we should be okay. Set it up, take it down, set it up, repeat. My only plan here, I'm just going to ignore that guy. I think he'll go away. But I think this can work, right? And then that worked quite nicely. Get rid of these. And I'll trim all these down to look the same size. But for now, all we need, you know, we don't need it to look good at the moment. All we need at the moment is just space to put down the arboreal extractors around the base of the tree. And I mean... Yeah, I don't want to just have... I was just thinking for a second there we could just have logs like this, but no, I don't think that would look very good. I think instead we're going to stick with the plan, and we'll go with like another 1, 2, gap, 1, 2, like that. That's not the block that I want to put down there, game. I would like to put down a spruce sapling if possible. 1, 2, gap, 1, 2. 1, 2, gap, 1, 2. That's not quite what I want it to be. I think I want it to be there, right? Yeah, it's the same issue as before, right? 1, 2, gap, 1. No, that's not right. 1, 2, gap, 1, 2. 1, 2, gap, 1, 2. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we got a nice, like, 3 by 3. We got 9 trees. 9 trees means we can put down a total, if we wanted to, of, what, 36 arboreal extractors here. Happy to see I'm not the only one who takes 2 hours to set up a simple system. Yeah, you know, I mean, it depends how much time you want to put into it and how inefficient you want to be, you know. In my case, I want to be as inefficient as possible, apparently, and also try and, quote-unquote, make it look nice on the go. And by that, I mean I'm going to try and make it look nice between streams. Maybe I get rid of this. There we go. And then put it back down instantly so we don't lose the light as much. It's nice to see Isaac trying to use some different mods for power and storage compared with normal choices. Yeah, that's the thing, really, like, you know, and it's kind of the hard part. It's not really hard, you know, but it's the part that people complain about the most. You know, you'll try and do something a little different, and people always tell you to do the, like, the simple thing, which is fine. You know, you can use the standard stuff, but it's like when I've played a lot of mod packs, right? Maybe not to completion, but I've played a lot of mod packs at this point, and so I like to try and mix it up and use different sources of power, especially sources of power, well, different, you know, sources of power, different sorting systems, especially ones that take up, like, a lot of space. I like setting up stuff like this as opposed to, like, just putting down, you know, a generator and pumping coal into it. Like, honestly, we were talking about it on the Discord, which you can join, by the way. Links in the description down below. By that, I mean the Twitch panels. But, like, the fact that you can... Please be deceased already. The fact that you can... there we go. Craft cobblestone into cobblestone crafting tables. These guys right here, these stone crafting tables, and the fact that those then burn mean that you could just instantly just throw down some steam dynamos or any kind of generator and just, you know, auto craft these without any power. You know, the crafter from Extra Utilities 2 requires no power whatsoever, so you could just pump these into a crafter, pump them into a dynamo or a generator, and then just boom. You know, that's just free infinite power. You know, but it's boring, right? So try and mix it up. There we go. Hey, Mathas1405, welcome. Glad you could join us. All right, hello, my friend. That's fine. We did take a fair bit of damage there, which I don't love. Let me F7 real quick. What are we missing here? We're just missing a little bit of light over in the corner. I think this guy might spread over there eventually. But for now, I'm just going to put down some torches just to kind of prevent that from happening. And so I think we're all cleared up there, which is nice. So, how do I want to play this? Is a good question. Okay. The grass is almost done, which is nice. It's almost finished spreading out, which I like. Like I said, I'm not quite sure if I'll do this room in the same style as this one. I think I probably might, although I don't know. I might switch up and try and make this look a bit more lively. You know, maybe put some like leaves and vines around the outside of the room potentially. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make the walls out of yet, but for now, this is fine. And so, yeah, essentially the idea here, we'll probably make like a little underground room as well. It won't be like particularly tall, but I think we'll make like a couple of block gap underneath the grass here to pump all of the fluid out of the arboreal extractor. So we'll have the arboreal extractors, 4 on each tree, depending on whether or not they do interfere with each other. Apparently they might interfere with each other, so that the more that you have in an area, the less they produce, but I'm not entirely certain that's true yet. We could test it. We could put down arboreal extractors on every tree, and then underneath that, we'll probably use some kind of pipe, maybe even the Buildcraft fluid pipes, to pull all of the fluid out of those arboreal extractors, and then into some form of fractioning still, which we can then turn into the tree oil and then process into the compression dynamo to then turn it into power. I'm wondering if I want to like, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do it underground though, because I don't think it's going to look great above ground. Like I'm trying to think of a way that we could pull the resin out of the top, but especially if we're going to have leaves on these trees, I don't think it's going to look as good. So we definitely want to go maybe through the bottom. The leaf generator would quickly boost your power generation. That is true. I mean, right now we don't need much power. Like our systems are kind of broken, so nothing is doing anything right now. There's no power being required or being used, right? And so that's fine, I guess. Like we're not necessarily in a rush to get the power. The power is really just to kind of kick all of our systems into high gear, really. These are slowly but surely getting the job done. I might fill this in with cobblestone, maybe. Just so that we don't have the mobs there. Like really the only downside we're gonna have from these mobs is like just throwing the it's just the mob sounds. Doesn't it need natural trees with leaves? How you gonna do that? So you don't, as long as you plant the tree, like if I put this down, you'll see that it glows, it lights up. If you were to try, for example, and just put down spruce wood and then this in front of it, it doesn't light up, it doesn't work. So long as you plant the sapling, and then use bone meal or, you know, some form of means. So long as the tree grows into an actual tree, it doesn't require, you can tear all the leaves down and tear quite a lot of the blocks off. It will still work. I think, honestly, we could probably even get rid of this block here and just have that bottom block and it would still work. It would still register as a tree into the mod, to the arboreal extractor, which is quite nice. So that's going to work no matter what here. We don't have to worry about actually growing it, which is quite nice. Please. Oh gosh, the lag as well. So yeah, this is fine. The only reason I'm going to put leaves back down. The only reason I've done this is so that we can make every tree look the same, so that we don't have these just like random mishmashes of different trees that look kind of a bit wacky and whatnot. But yeah, that's the plan. So guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's stream there for now. It's been a bit of a shorter one, about 2 hours, and things got derailed real hard there in the middle. But a lot of what I need to do now is kind of just like grindy stuff, and so between streams, I'm going to go ahead and fix up the stuff that's broken. This crap over here that I've got rid of. I might even go ahead and fill in this again with either cobblestone or stone just to make it look nicer. And I'm also going to fill in this room as well, try and make this look a bit better. And next time we'll come back and we'll actually try and get the stuff set up as well, like the arboreal extractors, get the power up and running, because flipping heck, things go off the rails today. But Razor2148, top 43, thank you very much indeed for the bits there, my friend. It means a whole heck of a lot. Thank you for the continued support. If you haven't done so already, guys, be sure to follow to get notified as soon as I go live in the future. I will be live again on Thursday, most likely. I definitely won't be live tomorrow. I've got some stuff planned. But I'll be live again on Thursday, most likely. And then I'm not quite sure what's going to happen over the weekend yet, because I've got some more stuff that's coming up. But that's for the future. For now, guys, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.